Here we are at Lynches River County Park. Used to be a state park, but the county took it over. This is where the river makes a turn. Comes in from that way, comes up in here and turns, and goes all the way back out that way and winds around again. You can see they've got a little boat slip so that people can pull in if they're fishing and come up to the park. Got plenty of places to sit out here and relax. Of course, there's no swimming because the water moves too fast. They don't want you to swim out here. But there you go. This is the River Walk Trail. Takes you along the river. We're about 8-10 feet up in the air on this little walkway. It goes out over the river a good bit in a few places. All swampland, all this floods routinely, which is why they built the walkway so high. By the way, Mr. Mike Davis, I know you were wondering. Yeah, there they are. Flip-flopping. Some of the little place cards they have set up as you go along. Gives you the name of the plant. Usually it accompanies the plant right there at it. As you can see, this says witch hazel. Had a picture of a red oak before. Come on up here. Miss Cable Guy Ken waiting on me. This one is a sweet gum. Great for making slingshots out of. Not real good at burning, but it will burn. Here we got a hickory. This is a mocker nut hickory. It even gives you the little scientific name of everything. Gives you a few different little pictures. There's your trail, that way. That's where we just came from. Yeah, let's go back the other way and take the whole nature trail around. Let's see all the good stuff. If you get on the boardwalk, the river walk part of it, it takes you out past where the nature trail actually starts. It's been about 5-6 years since I've been here, so I forgotted. Another one of our little classrooms. Got the fur bearers of South Carolina. See, we got the red fox, raccoon, striped skunk, otter, mink, gray fox, opossum, bobcat, beaver, long-tailed weasel, muskrat, and coyote. That's $75 a piece for a good fur, by the way. And they are very prolific in the area. We also have bobcats. There's the coyote. There's your little eastern gray squirrel.
Bunny.
That's called stew.
No.
Scientific name, eastern cottontail. And then raccoon.
Birdie.
And of course, there's your different little tracks and stuff. It shows you the wildlife and where it's mainly at. There's your woodpecker and your bald eagle. And then, of course, you can't see it in the picture, but there's a little deer down there. And what do we have on the other side of this one?
Birdie.
Yep.
Smoky.
Different birds. And then showing you different animal tracks that they make. Here you got your bear track. And then there's your porcupine, raccoon, and opossum, of course. And your skunks, and everybody knows white-tailed deer. and your cougar. I see, baby. Smokey the bear. She wants me to make sure y'all see that, because only you can prevent a forest fire. Here we go, y'all. Another little classroom. I said these are set up mainly for kids, so you know it's all going to be rudimentary stuff, but it's real cool if you got a group of kids you want to bring out here. Tells you, wife's on the phone over there, parts of the tree, the crown, the roots, the trunk. Tells you how to identify trees, the different leaf shapes, different flowers and stuff. And then little facts about our forest and the marking guns that they use to mark boundaries and such. There's a forester's compass, kind of a funky looking little thing. And then there, who manages our forest. It tells you that the public doesn't manage that much of it, that most of it's managed by private, which is why we have such a hard time finding a place to camp anymore. But it's all good. American holly, not the most favorite plant in the world to run up against. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And then of course red bay, and coming up on another little classroom here. There's a red maple, by the way. You see it goes up there a ways. It's probably about 25 feet tall. The earth, sky, water life. So these are set up with little benches, room to hold probably about 20-30 kids, so you can do little classes on them. This is where I'll be taking the Pathfinder youth for a little walk through and do a little instruction. Sometimes when you're hungry, you got to have options. But the wind's blowing so much that that actually ran out before it got all the water to a boil. I mean, it was hot, but it just ain't boiling yet. So we fire up the handy dandy backup stove. It won't take it but a minute. It's already steaming. And then we're going to have some freeze-dried lasagna from Mountain House. That stuff is off the chain good right there. Did they even say off the chain anymore? Yeah, they do, because I just said it.
You're a dork.
Yeah, I know. I married you. I had to be. Mwah. Good to the last drop, baby?
No.
It's not good?
No.
Oh, that's sorry. You're just eating it to be nice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're currently under shelter 3. Got 6 picnic tables under the shelter. About another 6, 7 more outside the shelter, and one little tiny little grill.
My husband has a big head.
Yes, I have a big head.
And a big mouth.
And a big mouth.
And a poo-poo head.
Yes, I have a poo-poo head. Her name is Christy. See? There she is. Poo-poo head. Don't get me with a dirty, cheesy spoon.
And not dirty.
And not dirty?
No.
It's just cheesy?
No, they're not cheesy. I get all cheese off.